something like this, right? Or a pleat or whatnot. If you guys did this, yay, thank you. Next week we're gonna do one princess seam variation and the other one will be the French dart. Don't worry, so the fronts will be difficult, but the backs will be easier. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, just because I can only torture you so much in the first few weeks. Okay,
I'm
so
glad
then,
that you set that boundary.
yeah, exactly. So then we have her back, and I think it was 20 inches by 16 width, right? This back is for everyone. We're not doing a complicated one. I think that's okay. We just wanted to explore what we can do with our newfound information. Same thing that we do is find the hip line, and that's usually about 10 inches. For me, it's 10 inches. For some of you, it could be 9 inches because you have a smaller size other than 8. Just drop it. So I'm gonna do 9. I think that should be fine. We do 9, and you know what? I'm just gonna do one dart. It's okay. We tried it today. We did. So the same thing, we match. Wait, what did I do here? We match. I think I did top of the hip line. Yes, I did.
Yes.
I usually don't change it, but I just wanted to show you what it will be. We match our center front and our hip line first, and then we pin it. And believe it or not, it's gonna take hopefully like about 8 minutes. Okay? Because it's the back. We don't need to do that much. And we just pin it. We pin it all the way to the sizing. And making sure this is a straight grain, we just go up with our hands. I think everyone has learned how to do that by now. We have, this is our X's, right? Everyone see the X's? I just wanna pinch it in the back, one dart. Actually, let's do 2 darts because I just realized for the last one that we did was it 1 dart too. No, you know what? Let's do pleats because we can. All right, let's do pleats. So I'm just gonna take in.
My ADHD.
Right.
Yeah, I was having that. So I'm just gonna do pleats. I'm just gonna do 2 pleats. 2 to 3 pleats should be fine. Or you can do 1 pleat, really deep one. That's fine. It's gonna be okay, guys. And then.
Does it matter where you start the pleats at?
No. I'm just doing it here. That's it. And now what we're gonna do, well, it doesn't matter, just don't put it too close to the front because then it looks weird. That's her, like the biggest part also of a person, her butt. So if you put like a pleat, then you're really highlighting the butt a little too much and not in the best way. And then we go here. We already know how to mark pleats. I think I might just leave those pleats. I don't think I want them to be sewn down either. I mark my sizing. And then I just take it out. And what do? We make sure to fill in our pleats on the right, like the way that they're supposed to be folded in before I trace anything. And it's always to the back. Now, pleats can be overlapped. You can do pleats that overlap like this too. They make a little cross. They can do whatever you want them to do. As long as you have the instructions, in your draping, that's how you're supposed to do it, and someone can follow it, you're fine. That's the rule of thumb, is if you see your draping, your drape, and then you're like, oh, I don't know where I started, then no. You need to redo it, or you need to remark it. Because someone is gonna do it, like you have to think of it as, someone's gonna make this for you. And if they don't get it, if you don't get it, they're not gonna get it either. That's the reality with most of the things that you do for ateliers. It's hard to find somebody like technical technical design, they're just gonna tell you, they're gonna do what you tell them to do or like check. But they're not necessarily gonna be designing for you. Does that make sense? Okay. So now, I already did my hip. Now I'm gonna do my waist. And I know this is a little repetitive because we have done the front, but the difference is that it's a lot less work because there's not as much shape. The shape is not here. I want to show you how to pin it too, and now after you do that, we're gonna, I have my scissors. We're gonna cut it. We cut this. I do not want my pleats stitched down. This is where I'm done already. This is it, done. I do need to put it together though. So what's the rule? The rule goes all seam allowances to the back. So I know a lot of you, so that's usually back to front. So the trick is, do your waist first, always. So this way they always match no matter what, because that is a point measure that always needs to be done. Then we don't really have, we have a hip line notch here that we did with this skirt. Match your hip line. That's it. It's a little short, but that's okay. And then you try to do the bottom. This way, you see that little curve that you have here? You can just take it. You can just round it off with your fingers at the bottom and take it. You don't have to do that much. And it's every 1 inch. I don't know what happened to my other, I don't know why I'm using such big pins. Sorry about that, guys. It's just, they're just big. So there you go. So for our sake, I'm just gonna show you. Look what happens. Ta-da!
And then my question is, when you would transform this into fabric, how would you just like follow this as like a pattern like we
Yeah.
did in pattern making? Okay.
Yes, exactly. You just drew it in paper. And that's it.